So you probably don't know me and it's not really that relevant. I'm Dr. Morgaine Gaye, but I think really this is about the constellations, and you've probably read online here about family constellations, but it doesn't really make that much sense because it's hard to understand it. And that really was my experience. I went along and did Ali's workshop, and I've heard a lot about it. I've heard people who've done it, but there is no substitute for doing it yourself. And to be honest, it's really hard to explain because something happens in that room which is extraordinary. It really is so weird, and everybody is almost dumbfounded by how powerful it is. And you know, it might sound a little bit woo-woo or out there, but I really encourage anyone who's even just a little bit interested to do it, because it's transforming. Ali is so sensitive and brilliant at understanding the nuance of what people need to work on. And it can be anything. It can be, why am I not making more money in my career? Or why is my relationship rubbish? Or how am I never meeting the right man? Or I don't know, so I've got an issue with my mum and it's always been like that. It can be anything. It can be totally anything. And you go in with maybe just a remote idea, and you sit with Ali in the group of whoever else is there, complete strangers at the beginning, who turn out to be just as vulnerable and amazing and complex as you are. And he brings out this information, and then something happens in this space. I mean, it sounds like I'm speaking complete nonsense, but it is extraordinary. And the ramifications and how these ripples go out in your life, for me, have been continuing to do that over the months since I did the constellation. I'm going to do another one. Every single one is different. It's a unique experience, and even if it's not about your issue and maybe you don't feel comfortable doing your issue, you can still just sit and watch everybody else's experience or be part of their experience, and it's almost just as powerful, if not more, than doing your own, because you're sitting and witnessing other people's, almost their genetics as it goes back through millennia, through generations, through stuff they're carrying from their parents, maybe things they don't even know that they're carrying. It's really something else. And to be part of that, I mean, there's laughter, there's tears, you can just sit there and say nothing for the whole time, and I still would guarantee that you get something from it. Ali is brilliant. He sees what nobody else is seeing. He deals with it in a very straightforward but sensitive way, but there's not a lot of woo-woo or talking about people's feelings. It's really getting to the nub of the issue and seeing how that can be transformed. I mean, there's a whole load of language which might just seem alienating, but in reality, I would just suggest that you just show up, do it, take a risk, and there'll be answers for you about anything that's not working in your life. It's, you know, what have you got to lose? A day, 2 days? I would totally recommend it to anyone.